This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hey guys, very good morning. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, ma'am. Yes,
yes,
perfectly.
Okay.
audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, awesome. Let me share my
Yeah, good morning,
screen.
ma'am. It's audible.
Very good morning. Okay. So let me start with a quick demo, guys. Please go on mute if you're not speaking, just not to disturb others. Okay. So thank you so much for joining the demo. And I wish you a Merry Christmas to all of you. Just one small request, guys, before we kickstart the demo. If you have any questions, kindly raise your hand in the GoToMeeting or drop me a message in the chat, or please wait for the turn till I say any queries. Do not interrupt my flow. Okay, just because I have some agenda and I want to deliver everything to you in a perfect way. So throughout the training, not just only for the demo session, this is what I say all my people. Any queries, please wait for the turn to say any queries or raise a hand in the GoToMeeting, or kindly drop me a message in the chat. I will answer every question. Okay. So now let me quickly start with an introduction about myself. So myself, I'm Nikhila, as you all know, and I have 17 years of experience in IT. I'm still working in one of the organizations. So I deliver trainings. So apart from this online group trainings, I also deliver corporate trainings. So I have been a corporate trainer since 2011. I delivered trainings for most of your banks like Bank of America, Standard Charter Bank, World Bank, Morgan Stanley. Then I have been training for the people of Vodafone, PayPal, Ultimatric, Cognizant, and many others. I also deliver trainings out of India as well. So I travel to different countries and I deliver corporate trainings there. So corporate training means we go to the company premises, we stay there for 7 days or 10 days, and we conduct a training program for the employees of the company. Okay, so those are corporate trainings. So I deliver both corporate trainings and online group trainings as well. So this is pretty much about myself. So I have been into this training since 2011, guys. So it's more than a decade. I have been into PEGA training. Like maybe some of you know about PEGA only in the recent past, but we have been working on PEGA, since 17 years, and it's a long journey. Okay, so now let me start. Without wasting much of your time, let me start with a quick introduction about the training and all. So first I will explain, what is my agenda for this training. What are we going to do as a part of this training? See, my goal for every batch is quite simple. I always say that I don't want any of my people to opt for proxy after the training. I don't want any of my people to opt for job support after getting an opportunity to work in PEGA. Now, how do I achieve that? What steps I take to make sure that happens? We'll talk about it. Okay, so this is my goal, and for every batch, I try to do something to move or to achieve much of my goal. Okay, to become more and more successful in reaching my goal. So, what is my plan for this batch? I will explain you. So, let me tell you at a high level about the training. So, the training content covers CSA and CWSA level. So, what is CSA and CWSA? For those of you who don't know, I'm telling you. CSA means Certified System Architect. CWSA means Certified Senior System Architect. Now, what are these? CSA means just basic learning of PEGA. WSA means Advanced Concepts Learning of PEGA. Now, why am I not rating like basic and advanced? Why am I using this jargon CSA and CWSA? They are the names of certifications, guys. Okay, if I have to work on PEGA, I should and must be certified. Who will give the certificate? Not me. Okay, no trainer can give you the certificate. The certificate has to be issued by PEGA systems themselves. How can I get the certificate from PEGA systems? You have to write down an online exam. Okay, I'll tell you how to write the exam and all that. Only if you write the exam and you pass the exam, you will get the certificate of CSA and WSA. So at least you should be CSA certified before you look for an opportunity in the market. Okay. So once you join the training, I will tell you what is the right time to give the certification, how to write, and what kind of certification support you get from me. All that we will discuss once you enroll for the training. So CSA is a basic level training and CWS an advanced level training. Both the content will be covered. If you just do CSA, you can't work in real time. Okay, both the knowledge is required to work in real time. So these two are certifications. Now, what is the training duration? It is 3 months. Can we do it little earlier? No, we can't do. The reason is, the content is so huge. 3 months is the ideal time frame for the person to grab the content if you're new to Pega. If you're a person who has prior Pega experience, like you're already working on Pega in a production support, or like having 1 or 2 years of experience, or already trained on Pega by some other trainer and just coming here for a recap, then yes, you guys can take the videos of the previous batch and you can complete the training within 1 month or 2 months according to your caliber and your skills. But if you're a fresher to Pega, 3 months is an ideal time span. Okay, because the content is very vast and it takes time to digest the concepts and upgrade to that level. Okay, and coming to the session timings, we will have sessions only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday it is 2 hours, morning 7 to 9, Saturday and Sunday 3 hours, 7 to 10. So 8 hours per week we are connecting live. Now, how about the rest of the week? Am I going to sit idle and forget all the concepts? No, that is not the thing. Okay. So, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to make you do one project in the class. Monday to Thursday, you're going to do another project as a homework. So, if I teach you X, Y, Z concepts in the class on one project, X, Y, Z concepts you have to implement as a homework in the other project. So you will be fully occupied throughout the week. I'm not going to make you sit idle. So 3 days a week, I'm going to do a spoon feeding, explain you all the concepts, implement the things, and show you. 4 days a week, it's a brainstorming session. I only give you the requirement. I do not tell you how to do, what to do, where to do, nothing will be told to you. You have to implement it because I have already taught a similar kind of thing in the classwork. You have to implement it. So that is kind of brainstorming for you. Now, what if I'm stuck while practicing? All the 3 days when you have sessions, first 40 minutes or first 30 minutes is completely dedicated for doubts clarification. So, any questions, do a screen share. I'm going to get in a screen share, resolve your issues. Only after all the issues are resolved, I will take the next concepts on that particular day. Now, what if I got doubts on the days when you don't have a live session? You will be a part of the WhatsApp group. Any questions, ping me in the group. Within 1 to 2 hours, you will get response from me. So I will be resolving all the issues. Okay, you will not be blocked. Don't worry. My response time frame is very quick, and I'm expert in resolving the issues looking at your screenshots. So you will be unblocked. You will not be blocked. Now, what projects are we going to cover as a part of the training? So, as I told you, I have a huge IT experience and I have worked on various domains of Pega. So, I used Pega in banking, I used Pega in healthcare, I used in finance, we use it in payroll, we use it in the legal department, we use it in the HR department. So, I used it in almost all the domains I have used Pega. Now, I chose only two domains as a part of the training. One is banking and healthcare. Why only these two? Why not others? The reason is most of the Pega projects are found in banking and healthcare domain. So when you try for an opportunity on Pega outside, people also look for domain knowledge. So domain knowledge adds up to your resume. So that is the reason I took banking and healthcare. Okay, so banking project is a claims processing. What is claims processing? Suppose I lost my card or somebody has hacked my internet credentials. My money was deducted twice. I made only payment once. So some fraud or non-fraud transaction has happened on my card. I raise a ticket to the bank and they process it. They try to connect with Mastercard and Visa, or they try to connect with the vendor banks and try to roll back the transaction or look into the issues. Okay, so those are claims processing. A huge no It's a very huge project, and undoubtedly every bank will have this project. It's common, right? Every bank will have these kind of issues. So it is a common project where you see in all the banks. Similarly, coming to the healthcare, it's insurance, health insurance. So whenever you need an insurance, you reach the bank and you say them, hey guys, I'm getting operated, I need insurance. So they check whether it's in the network hospitals, is this drug covered or not, XYZ they check, and they approve or reject, or they go for copay or co-ratio and all those things. So that process is what we do as a part of the healthcare. So banking is a classwork project and healthcare is a banking, homework project, and this is what we follow for all my trainings. Now, which version of Pega we are going to use? Till now, I have been using 8.7. Maybe for the next batch, I may use 8.7 or 8.8. I will confirm you. Okay. And you will get the recordings of the live session. So just in case, even if you're not able to attend on Friday because it's a working day, some people have to, rush to office or drop their kids to school or various reasons. Even if you're not able to attend a session for any particular reason, you will get the recordings of the sessions, which will be uploaded in the Google Classroom, and you can have read-only access to it for 8 months. So you can go through them. How about the interview preparation? As I told you, my end goal is none of my people should opt for a proxy for the interviews. So I'm very much focused on making you clear the interviews on your own. So what do I do for that? Whenever I teach you a topic from day one, I'm going to brush you on all the interview questions on that particular topic. If there are interview questions on the topic, okay, some topics will not have any interview questions, right? So if there are any interview questions on the topic, I'm going to thoroughly brush you on all the interview questions in the session itself. Now, this is from my side, input. Now, how do I check whether you grabbed it or not? How are you delivering the answers? How do I check that? I conduct regular mock interviews. So, in the initial sessions, you will have mock interviews once in a week. Later sessions, you will have mock interviews once in 2 weeks. So, we'll have mock interviews being conducted regularly for 3 months. How does this benefit you? By the end of the training, you will forget the basics, or whatever you have learned in the initial months, you may forget. But this mock interviews make sure that you are in touch with all the concepts till the end of the training. Because on day 20, if I'm conducting a mock interview, I'm going to ask you questions on all the topics from day 1 to day 19, which means you have to brush up from the very basic. On day 30, if I'm doing day 1 to day 29, whatever I have taught you, I will conduct a mock interview. So you have to brush up everything. So that is the reason, if you see any of my trainees, okay, immediately within 1.5 month or 2 months of the training, maximum people get placed after the training. They don't take additional time to brush up their skills, or to come back and prepare for the interviews. You never see my people saying that, Nikhila, I'm still preparing for the interview. That's because I conduct regular mock interviews. They are in touch with the entire subject. And the other best part with the mock interview is, when you answer a question in a certain way, I'm going to correct you. I say, this is not the way to answer. This is not the way to frame your sentence. This is not a good example to give to the interviewer. Or this is not the way you should be confident. You should be more confident in your interviews. So I keep correcting you guys so that you are interview ready by the end of the training. Even if you are following my WhatsApp status, you have seen my October batch people. A good number of people got placed. It's still December, and decent number of people got placed already after the training. So October batch, it ended, around like either the 20th of October or something we ended. So it's just 1.5 month or close to 2 months. Decent number of people are already placed on Pega. That's because of the mock interviews, regular mock interviews I conduct. And apart from that, you also receive 25 interview call recordings, which I have attended and cleared. So I keep on attending interviews outside. I record them and I share it with that, because I want my people to understand how to attend the interviews, how to answer the questions, what areas the questions are being asked in the market, what type of scenario based questions are being asked. I want you to get familiar with that process so that you sit confident in the interviews when you sit for the interviews. So this is what I do to make sure that you don't need a proxy to clear your interviews. Now, coming to the job assistance, do you provide job assistance? One thing I would like to say, guys, Pega is a very hotcake tool in the market. Okay, so you have decent number of opportunities in the market even during recession. October batch people already got placed in good companies like HCL, Ultimatric, Bank of America, very good companies they got placed. So there are openings, right? So that's how it is. And don't I provide job assistance? Of course I provide job assistance. Okay, you keep constantly get job openings from me. Whatever openings are there in the market, I keep posting in the WhatsApp groups. Apart from that, My Pega circle is very huge. So whenever there's an opening, people reach out to me saying that Nikhila, can you please share me some resumes? So I keep sharing those opportunities. Many HRs reach out to me asking for resumes because we are trainers. HRs reach out to us asking for opportunities and I share it. And I have been training since 2011. So my trainees are well settled and they have decent amount of experience in Pega. And now they reach out to me asking for resumes because they want to provide referrals. So that's how you get opportunities from my side. Okay, I will also share you a video like how frequently I keep posting the job opportunities, so that you can apply for them. So that's how you get job assistance from me. Now, how about the resume support? Yes, I'm going to give you as many sample resumes as you want. And of course, the project descriptions of banking and healthcare project will be given to you to keep it in the resume. If you want more projects, I can give you as many as you want to keep it in the resume. But keep only these projects because you're going to work on them as a part of the training. So you know end to end about the project and you can speak end to end. So that is the reason I provide you the same project descriptions. You can keep them in your resume and the client names you can keep as per the whatever company you're working, you can keep according to that. And materials, screenshots, recordings, everything will be shared with you. Okay, let me show you, what all you get as a part of the training. Then you can ask me if you have any questions, guys. Just give me a moment, let me show you. See, you get the Pega software and the installation steps. You get the project descriptions to keep in your resume like this. You get, it's a zip file. Okay, a lot of sample resumes are there inside this. You get the sample resumes. You get 25 plus interview call recording. It's 25, guys, which is very huge. Okay, and as I keep on attending interviews, you will get more and more recordings. Okay, this is the homework project which you're supposed to open the document, practice and share with the screenshots for review. Every Sunday I'm going to get on a screen share randomly. I randomly pick a person from the meeting, I get on a screen share and I see what progress you have made. Okay, and these are the class recordings you get like this. And under every topic you can see there's a recording, there's a material, there's a document for screenshots. So everything will be provided to you like this. Okay, recording, document for screenshot, material. So like this you will receive everything. So guys, any questions so far you have about the training?
Hey, hi, Nikhila. Myself, Mohan.
Yes,
Can
Mohan.
we get any work from home opportunities after this training so that how PEGA is helping us to get work from home opportunities?
See, work from home purely depends on the company. How does it depend on the technology? Right, it has nothing to
Okay.
do with the technology, right? It purely depends on the company. If you go for a small startup companies, they may give you work from home. If you go for companies like Deloitte, they give you work from home. If you go for banks, they may not give you work from home because banks are very secured. But that doesn't mean that we are going like 3 days a week. Now most of the people are going only 3 days a week. So we are on rotational basis right now, right? Hybrid model is going on. So it purely depends. Oh, guys, there's an echo. Please, everyone go on mute if you're not speaking. Okay. So it purely depends on the company. So when you're, attending the interviews, do check with the HR. Can I get work from home and all? It has nothing to do with the technology. It is purely dependent on the company. Okay. And Kumar, difference between 8.7 and 8.8, why will I tell here, guys? It is just a demo. Okay. This will be taught to you when we do the training. Because people don't know
Ma'am,
what is Pega,
interview,
then how can you talk about the difference? Yes, please.
ma'am, interviews are conducted in online or offline.
Again, this also purely depends on the company, but post COVID, you can see most of the interviews are being conducted online. It's a video call, undoubtedly. Okay. But most of them are going online. It is like 90% are online. I never heard anyone being told to come to the company, but there are chances because right now we are in 3 days a week, pattern. So there are chances, but most of them are online as of now. Somebody is asking, will you provide job openings for US market as well? Guys, I don't have much contacts in the US market. So if I get to know any, I keep posting. How do I get to know? Same thing. My old trainees who are in US, they keep letting me know whenever there are any opportunities, and that's how I post it. Otherwise, I don't have much, updates about the US market. But if I have any, I keep posting. It's like 90% India and 10% US I do.
Hi
Okay, let me
Nikhila,
see. Somebody
morning.
has,
This is Patu.
yeah, Parthu, please go ahead.
I have a small query actually. I have written the CSS CWS in 2022 8.6 version.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fine for me 4 years or 5 years
Okay.
previous
So,
experience?
guys, if you're once certified on PEGA, you need not write the certification again and again. Once you are certified forever. There is no expiry for the PEGA certification. Okay. So, you need not renew it or write again and again. And yes, Parthu, you can show that many years of experience because you were certified a long time back. You can showcase that experience.
Okay, thank you for the information.
Okay.
Thanks a
And
bunch.
Raghaveni, you have some questions, right? Can you please go ahead? Guys, one second. Raghaveni has a question. Raghaveni, would you like to proceed? Raghaveni, I see that you have raised a hand. Do you have any questions? Okay. Kamal, you have any questions?
Uh, yes, Nikhila. Good morning. So basically, my question is like, uh, I am already experienced, but not in Pega actually, and I have 3 year around experience in JavaScript technologies, and I want to switch with the Pega. So after this course, like, what scenario will occur in front of me to face the interviews and all?
Okay. So, Kamal, I will answer this question. Okay. In my next slide, I'm going to cover this. So, please park your question. In few minutes, I will answer this.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure. Thank
The person with the name C, you have raised a hand. I don't see your full name. Do you have any questions?
Uh, Currently, no questions, Nicola, but I just want to share my friend's experience at the end of the class.
Sorry, I didn't get you. You don't have any questions right now, right?
I just want to
Oh,
share the success story of my friend.
oh, okay, okay. Sure. Thank you so much. Please do it towards the end. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Who is this? Lavanya, you have something? Lavanya, would you like to go ahead? You raised your hand. Okay. So Sai, I saw your question in the chat. Let me answer you. And Ashwin, yes, Arshin, I saw your question in the chat. Let me answer. So there's a question in the chat, guys. They're asking, do we have any vacancies for freshers? Okay. So it is like, 80-20 or 70-30, I should say, the vacancies for freshers. The reason is that, right now, okay, PEGA is introduced as a subject in the universities from the last 5 years. In certain universities, PEGA is a subject. Okay, so now you can see companies hiring PEGA freshers because they are being trained in the graduation. So yes, for PEGA freshers, we have opportunities, but comparatively less. Okay, so comparatively less, like it is like 80-20, 80% for experience and 20% for freshers. So let me tell you, one of the success stories of my trainee who was, in the July October batch. So that particular lady, she kept some fake experience and she went and she cleared the interview. So at the time of rolling out the offer, they got to know, she is a fresher. So what they did was, because she was technically strong, they told, let me hire you as a fresher instead of hiring you as an experienced candidate. And they offered her, like, a very basic package of 2.4 or 2.6, and they hired that particular lady. So just focus on one thing, guys, just be technically strong. Things will come to you. Okay. But I don't say, luck favors everyone, but this is the current market situation. For freshers, it is 20% to 30% only. But should I learn Pega than Nikhila because the opportunities are comparatively less? Still, I say learn Pega. Why? See, if you don't know anything, why will company hire you first of all? So you should learn either Java or .NET or Pega or some testing tool. Something you have to learn, right? So why only Pega, guys? The number of Java developers in the market are like lump sum. Okay, so it is literally difficult to clear the interviews. It is coding. and Java is very, very, very vast, literally difficult to clear the interviews. Okay. And in case of Pega, it's a no coding tool, no coding at all. So it's quite easy to learn. Okay. And it's a hot cake in the market. So when you even try as a fresher, you can say, hey, I was trained on Pega, I learned Pega, so you can evaluate me on Pega. So in that way, you can route your opportunities when the HR calls you, and your resume weightage will increase. So you will stand, in the market when compared to other freshers in the market. So still, for this point, I say please learn Pega because your resume weightage will increase. You will stand among the crowd because you're a Pega resource. Others don't know Pega, but you know Pega. Okay, so this is way better than choosing any other coding language or than choosing a testing tool, because testing people are generally paid less when compared to the developers. So I suggest Pega for those who are freshers. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before I talk about few frequently asked questions in the market? Yes, I see. Yes, okay. Now let me answer some of the questions are very much relevant to my next slide. So let me answer this, then I'll pick the questions from the chat. Frequently asked questions when people call me. Okay. Nikhila, what are the prerequisites to learn Pega? Hey, there's nothing, guys. No prerequisite. Okay. Nothing like that. Okay. So is it should I learn Java? Should I learn Oracle? No, nothing like that. Okay. If you are a Java resource, oh my God, it's a cakewalk for you. If you know Java, Pega training will be a cakewalk for you, because Pega is a tool which was built using Java. Now, does Nikhila know Java? No, I was only learning Java during my graduation. After that, I never touched Java. Okay, so the same way, guys, if you know Java, Pega will be easy for you, but it is not mandatory that you should learn Java and then come for Pega training. No. Okay, you can directly learn Pega. It's not necessary, because Pega generates Java code in the backend. You're not going to go and check that code, modify it, and do something, play with that. No, you're not going to do all that. So, there are no prerequisites to learn Pega. Just you can come and learn Pega as it is. If you are a person with an IT background of development experience, Pega training will be a cakewalk for you. If you're a person with Java experience, Pega training will be a cakewalk for you. Okay? But if you're a fresher or if you are coming from a non-IT background, it's time for you to invest your time, money, and effort in learning Pega. It's time for you to convert yourself into a Pega developer. So 3 months of training will be a hectic period for you, but compared to any other tools in the market, Pega is quite easy to learn because it is highly automated. Okay, you're just learning a tool. So one short answer, no prerequisites, guys. But if you're a dev person or if you're a Java person, this will be quite easy for you. Now, can I learn Pega? Who asked me this question? People from non IT background, people coming with a huge career gap, women after maternity breaks, people with huge IT experience in other technologies keep asking me this question. The answer to this is, of course, yes. Now, let me answer in terms of people with huge IT experience. Nikhila, I have 10 years of experience in Pega. I have 15 years of experience in Pega, 25 years of experience in Pega. Can I learn, experience in IT? Can I still learn Pega? Is this a wise choice? It's not can I learn Pega. I say you should learn Pega. Why? Hey, if you stick with some outdated technology, okay, and you go and ask every year hikes and you say you want to stay with the company, why would company retain you? Are you useful to the company? Only then they will retain you. Only then they will give you hikes. So please make sure you upgrade yourself. Learn the latest technologies in the market. Learn the technology which is more in demand in your company. Maybe if your company is not using Pega, then I say don't use Pega. No, don't learn Pega. If you want to shift outside, learn Pega. Okay. So it is mandatory for you guys. It's not like can I? It you should. How can you sustain in the IT industry if you don't upskill yourself? You're not married to any technology, right? So then you have to learn. And I have people even having 15, 18 years of experience in IT learning Pega from me. Why are they learning Pega? Because they are in manager level, or they are in very VP level or something like that. And when they sit in a meeting of Pega people, they don't understand what they are talking. So that is the reason even people with 15 plus years of Pega are still taking training on Pega, because that they need it. Now people with 5 years, 7 years, and 2 years come and ask me, Nikhila, can I learn Pega? I really laugh inside because it's 5 years and 7 years is just nothing, guys. Okay, you are supposed to learn and upgrade yourself. People actually working in mainframes or some other outdated technologies. You're supposed to shift, no doubt about it. People have working in testing, people working in admin. You're supposed to learn and upgrade yourself because testing generally has less packages, admins generally have less packages. So if you want to upskill your package, you have to upskill. If you want to increase your package, it is mandatory. You want to sustain, then you have to do it, no doubt about it. Okay. Now coming to people with huge career gap, can I learn Pega? Okay, do you have any other choice other than this? If you have any other choice, compare it and decide which one is best suitable for you. If you made up your mind, no, Nikhila, I want to come to IT, then I suggest, go for Pega because the same answer, guys, it's a no coding or a low coding tool. So pretty much easy to learn. Okay, compared to other tools and technologies in the market, pretty easy to learn. Okay, and how can I, will companies recruit me because I have a huge gap? No, companies will not recruit you. If I own a company, you come to me and say, Nikhila, I have 5 years of gap after my education or 8 years of gap. I went to US with my husband after marriage, now I'm coming back, will you give me a job? Obviously I will not give you a job. Why will I hire you? I have hundreds of people in the market who are, looking for an opportunity on Peka, who are well experienced. Why should I hire you? Then what you should do, you should keep some fake experience. This is off the record. Reach out to me offline. I will tell you how you can try outside in the market and get an opportunity on Pega. Okay, people are successful doing those things as well. So reach me offline. I will talk about it. Now, people from non-IT background, can I learn Pega? They are worried because they have that non-technical tag with them. I always say, guys, nobody is technical, nobody is non-technical. Just I did 4 years of my graduation in CSE to turn myself into a technical person. Then I worked this many years in the IT industry to call myself as a technical person. So I invested a lot of my time and effort, guys. So now it's time for you. Okay. If you want to come into IT, if you want to learn Pega, forget about next few years. You have to bend your back, learn, work not like anything to call yourself as a technical person. Now again the same question, as I come from a non-IT background, will companies recruit me? Again the same answer, why will they recruit you? They have lot of IT people available in the market. Then what should I do? Again, some fake experience, this and that. Reach me offline, I will tell you how can you do that. Hundreds of non-IT people are migrating the same way. I have seen many people from the last 10 years. Okay, so it's not a big deal. You can do that. How and all, we'll discuss offline. So this is my answer to can I learn Pega, guys? You can and you should also. Okay. Now, do we have any coding in Pega? Oh, absolutely no. That's a good news. Absolutely no coding. 90% of the time or 98% of the time, we never write any coding in Pega. It's a good news, right? But is Pega damn easy? Not at all. Okay. It's not damn easy, guys. It is easy compared to other tools and technologies in the market. It is easy, but not damn easy. Like even a fresh graduate can come and work. Not that easy, but it is comparatively easy when compared to other tools and technologies in the market. Now, can I get job after this training? People keep asking me this question. Now, can I get job after this training? 100% yes, if you attend 80% of my live sessions, if you attend 80% of my mock interviews, if you complete 80% of the homework and the classwork assigned to you, I write it down on a bond paper. You will get the job after this training if you do all these things. But what happens if you don't attend? You will not be successful. So before I talk about it, I just want to show you some of my success stories of my people. Okay. You can see it in Google. Just type NikhilaTrainings and see, or you can go to YouTube and see my YouTube shorts. All these are success stories of the people who got opportunities after the training on their own. No proxies, no job supports. You can see this person got placed in Capgemini. This person got 25 lakhs package. That person's package at that time was more than mine. Okay. And you can see this person was placed in Accenture. Here you can see Virtusa and L&T, Evoke Technologies, Envosis. You can see Capgemini, Virtusa. Offers are flowing. Okay. You can see Infi. You can see here Region Spectrum and Coforge, BITS Canada Company, again Accenture and CTS, Eclat Prime, and so on and on. Okay, just keep checking. The list is very big. So these are the success stories of the people who attended my training, 80% of the live sessions and my mock interviews and everything. Now, is this same for everyone? No, it's not same for everyone. See, in a batch of 100 plus people, not everybody is getting placed. Now, why? What happened to others? Why are not they not getting placed? Now I have to pause my screen. Just give me a second. I will show you why people didn't get placed after the training. Because I don't want you people to be there. So I just want to show you what happened, why people were not placed after the training. Okay. Sharing my screen because I don't want any of you to be in this situation. So I just want to show you what went wrong with those people. So few people, they were not doing the homeworks properly, not attending the mock interviews. And I reached out to them asking, what's wrong with you guys? Why are you not asking any doubts? Why are you not participating in the mock interviews? Why are you not being in the live session? And read the answers they gave me. This person was not even ready for the training. I don't know then why they joined. And this is what happened. So no success after the training, no job, nothing after the training. This person, health issues. This person undergoing some diverse marital issues. This person, you can see some family issues. This person, again surgery again, another person, again medical issue. So this goes on, guys. Okay, I just don't want to show you all the list, but this is how people were not successful after the training. So just like everything has two sides, right? Happy path, I mean, just like two sides of a coin. You can see people who are successful, you saw people who are not successful. Both were trained by me, right? I trained people who got, this many opportunities. You can see that there's a big list. I trained people who didn't learn anything from the training. Okay. So I deliver the same way, guys. Now it's on your hands how you make the things happen. Okay. Now, the last and final question I keep hearing, will Pega survive in the IT industry for next few years? Do you think I can learn Pega? Because they keep saying that Pega is a tool, it will vanish soon. Many, seniors are saying that, Pega will not exist in the market long for a longer run. Some people ask me these kind of questions. My answer is straightforward. Okay, when you doubt, will Pega lie in the market or not? One simple thing that you can check, guys, go and check the Pega stock market. Is that not a good option? Check the trend of the stock market. Is it increasing or decreasing? Okay. Then, second thing, check the client base. If you have too many clients, then this technology or tool is like going to survive in the market. If the client base is very less, it is decreasing day by day, then this is going to vanish from the market soon. Is that valid? Stock market and client base is going to tell what is the future of Pega, right? So, stock market, you Google and see. Client base, I'm going to show you. Is this video? Oh shit. Let me try. This video is not come. Look at the client base, guys. I took it from the official website of Pega. Okay, not from any blog, not from anywhere. Look at the client base. These are all their clients and their success stories. I hope you know Blue Cross, right? Look at this government project. You know bookings.com, right? Some of the famous ones I'm talking about. BT. Cisco, I hope everybody is aware of it. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Citibank, Commonwealth Bank, DB. Guys, please go on mute if you don't have any questions. Federal Bank, you see? FedEx, you see? First Citizens Bank, Ford. One of your dream companies, is Ford not your dream company? Ford, Apple, Amazon, what not? Very good companies. Google, is it not a big fan company? You see, they are using Pega. Apple is using Pega. Google is using it. Amazon is using it. And a lot of banks. You just saw HSBC. Now it is ING. There's International Bank. You can see Johnson and Johnson, Canadian Bank, Lloyd's, Optum. Very big healthcare. I was a part of Optum. I was a part of Optum. I was a part of Amazon. I trained World Bank people. I trained PayPal people. I trained Standard Charter Bank. I trained Bank of America. At least through Pega, I got a chance to step into such big companies. Sweden Bank, you can see this. Toyota, you can see. US Central Bureau, you can see this Home Office, UK. Unilever, very famous, right? Verizon, Vodafone. Yes, I also trained Vodafone people. Wells Fargo. Okay, and the list goes on. So now you tell me, will Pega sustain in the market? You saw the client base, right? See, if you're thinking about a job, okay, maximum we will get maximum. I'm just telling you, the package lies between somewhere around 10 lakhs to 35 lakhs or 45 lakhs package you're thinking. Think about the clients, they invest millions, right? So if they are opting Pega, when they are not worried whether Pega will lie in the market, then why are you worried? Did you look at the client base? How much? No, it is such a huge. Now think about the service based companies. So every client will have a lot of service based companies, right? So how many service based companies are using Pega? So how many opportunities you have in the market? So this should answer your question, will Pega survive in the IT for next few years? Undoubtedly, yes. And some of the companies I have listed here, okay? You can say Apple, Amazon, Times of India, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Cisco, Ford, Barclays. Top 10 are like, dream companies, right? For most of us. Goldman Sachs, Commonwealth Bank, what not, yeah. Okay. So through Pega, at least you get a chance to work in those kind of companies. Because generally for Apple, Amazon and all, they do use these in-house tools. They hire more of Java and .NET developers, all those things. But through Pega, you get a chance to work with them as well. Okay. Now again, any questions, guys? Any questions? Renu, I hope I answered your question. If not, please let me know.
Yeah, Nikhila, so that when is the training start? It is like
Okay.
from
So in the for initial weeks of January, I'm planning because this is year end, everybody will go on a vacation. So I want everybody to settle down, come back. So mostly after 5th of Jan, I'm planning to start the training. So I will keep you posted, with the date. By Jan 2nd, I will post the date. Okay. And Renu, there is a question here, guys. No, I hope I answered your question. Let me know if I didn't answer that. Okay, so how about the packages, guys? So if you already have certain experience in IT industry, and if you're now trying to switch to Pega, what about my package is the question in the chat. So your package depends on the current CTC only. If your current CTC is already like 13 lakhs, 15 lakhs, you can ask 100% based on your experience and your skill, you can go for it. So they purely give your CTC based on your current CTC. So that is the reason it's always good to have good current CTC. Okay, even though if you're 10 years experienced and you still your package is around like 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs, then you will still get, even after 100% hike, you will still get a less package only. Okay, and this will answer your question. I hope I answered your question, Vishal. What is the average salary for 7 years experience candidate? Yeah, it always depends, Preeti. So average salary, I can say it lies between something like 18 to 25 lakhs. It lies. Okay, for a 7 years experienced person, you can expect between 18 to 25. Again, as I told you, it always depends on your current CTC. So if your current CTC is very less, maybe like 9 lakhs or something, then the hike will also be comparatively less. And for those of you who are looking for a training and thinking to shift, first I suggest you, than focusing on the package, initially try to grab an opportunity. Okay, just grab an opportunity, work on Pega for at least 1 or 2 years, then you look for these things in the market. Okay, good packages in the market. Is Pega RPA part of the training? No, no, no. RPA means robotics. I'm not going to cover Pega robotics in this. Okay, it's purely CSA, CWSA training we are doing here. So even if you're going to graduate in 2024, as I told you, it's good to have Pega skill in your resume, because when the recruiters come to your college, okay, it's an added benefit. You stand out among the crowd. Okay, so it's good to skill up yourself. Yes, Shashank Shai, you have some question? Vishal, you have some question? Please go ahead if you have any questions.
Ma'am, what is the training fee, ma'am?
I hope I have discussed that in WhatsApp. If not, please ping me on WhatsApp. We'll talk about it. Okay. If no questions, let me talk about the next things in the demo. Please pause your questions, guys. We'll come back again. Okay, we'll talk about like what is Pega, what is BPM, and all those things. So now you decided to learn Pega. So let's understand what exactly is Pega. So what is Pega? Okay. See, Pega is basically a software or a tool or a platform that we use to build web applications. Okay, we build web applications. Of course, mobile applications also we build. Okay. Now, Pega is a no coding tool or a low coding tool, means there is no coding at all. So it is like 95% of the times we don't do any coding. So if there is anything very customized, it is not supported in Pega, then maybe you end up writing code, but the chances of writing code is very, very less. Okay, very less, comparatively very less. Now, even if you end up in a scenario where you have to write a code, what we do is, we first reach out to, Pega systems, we raise a ticket to them, ask them for support. Or you can even Google for that piece of code, you copy paste it, and we do those kind of things. But 95% of the times, we don't do any kind of coding in Pega. So that is the reason I told you there is no prerequisite like learning Java and all that is not required if you want to learn Pega. You're learning Pega, that's it. You don't want to learn the back end of it. It's not mandatory. Now, so what is Pega? Pega is basically a software that we use to build web applications. Okay, it's a no coding tool or a low coding tool. That is the reason even a non technical person can happily learn Pega. Now, Pega comes from a company called as Pega Systems. So, Pega Systems is the company which has launched this project, Pega, product Pega. Okay. Now, Pega is not a language, guys. It's not a language like your C++, Java. It's not a database. Okay. It is just a software which was built using Java. So, Pega was built using Java. So, why did they build Pega first of all? See, the only reason that they built Pega was, if I have to build a project in Java, okay, it takes me a lot of time. Why? I have to write the code, right? Suppose the client asks me build a screen with one calendar control and one text box, one radio button, one normal button, one hyperlink, one image. Now I have to write down code for all those things and I have to deploy it. So it's a time taking process. Now, what is wrong if it is time taking? Suppose I have a good idea. Okay, I wanted to introduce UPI payments in my country. I got this idea. Now I started building the project in Java. It took me 1 year to build the project. In the meanwhile, somebody else has built a project in a different tool or technology, which is very much automated, and they have launched the same UPI payments within 3 months. Now, what will happen? People will start using that, and even if I launch my product after 1 year, nobody is going to use it because they're already used to that other app which was launched 9 months before me. So it is mandatory for us to get into the market at the earliest possible. Otherwise, you can't grab the market. So, how can I build apps that fast? I need automated tools, right? So, Pega is one such automated tool. It is highly automated. So, how is the automation? So, if I want to build a screen in Pega, I just drag and drop. I drag a calendar control, I drag a radio button, I drag a drop down, I drag a image, I drag a hyperlink, everything is drag and drop. So in fraction of seconds, I can build the UI in Pega. How about the functionality? Okay, UI is good. How about the functionality? If I have to build any code in Java, I have to write down my functions, I have to write down my methods, I have to call the things, I have to do all those things. I have to debug the code, I have to fix my issues. In Pega, everything is built in. Built in functions, built in methods, built in APIs, built in activities, everything is built in. So I just need to call the function, pass my input, get the output. That's it. So no time involved in developing the code, no time involved in debugging the raw code. Okay, so you get into the market fast. So highly automated. That is the benefit of using Pega because it is highly automated. Everything is built in. The time you take to build a project and get into the market is very quick. They say that they are 8 times faster than Java, and it's very true. We build projects very fast in Pega. It's very true. Okay. Now, do you build an end-to-end application in Pega? Of course, yes. Just you need to learn Pega only. You need not learn any other tool or technology to build a project in Pega. Just only Pega is enough to build an end-to-end project. Okay, so we do the UI here, we draw the flows here, we build functions, we build methods, we create APIs, we do integrations, we do reporting, we deal with the files, we deal with the email integrations, what not. We do RPA, we do artificial intelligence, we do data, predictive analysis, all everything we do. Okay. And one answer, guys, people keep asking me, will Pega survive in the market, right? I also wanted to show you one thing, this is all Pega capable of. Okay. So in Pega, we do business process management, we do case management, we do CRM, we do RPA, machine learning, cloud, whatnot. So Pega is highly investing in all the, things which are highly in demand in the market. So undoubtedly, Pega will sustain in the market for the next 1 year, no, next 1 decade, next 10 years, I mean, because they have their footprints in everything. So undoubtedly, you can see Pega in the next 1 year. Okay, because they are investing in the future. They are innovating the things. Okay, so that is the reason I say I strongly believe, or I personally believe that undoubtedly for the next 10 years we are safe. Okay, so just to recap, Pega is basically a tool which is built to used to build web applications. It's completely built on Java. It's highly automated. Okay, and Pega comes from a company called as Pega Systems. And we call Pega as a no coding tool or a low coding tool, which means no coding at all. And Pega is called as a BPM tool. Pega is called as a BPM tool in the market. Now, what exactly is this BPM? Let's learn about it. What is BPM? See, BPM is nothing but just, at the it's a methodology. Now, why are you calling Pega as a BPM tool? See, it is just like, you have religions in real time, Hindus, Muslims, Jains, Christians, you have religions, right? Why do you have religions? Because we follow certain rituals, certain practices we follow. So we call them ourselves as, this religion. Similarly, in the IT industry, there are many tools and technologies. Okay. Now, they group them using some methodology. Okay, all these are BPM tools. All these are CRM tools. Like this, we group them. So why are you grouping them like that? Because that tool behaves in a certain way. That tool follows certain best practices. So that is the reason we call them as a BPM tool. Now, what are BPM's best practices? We'll talk about it in the next slide. First of all, PEGA is called as a BPM tool. Now, what is BPM? As I told you, BPM is a methodology. It's like what is Hinduism, what is Jainism, what is Buddhism. It's just a religion. They follow certain practices, certain rituals, they pray to certain gods and all. Similarly, in the industry, BPM is a methodology. It has certain set of best practices and guardrails. If anybody has built a tool which follows those best practices and guardrails, we call it as a BPM tool. Is Pega the only BPM tool in the market? Of course not. Hundreds of BPM tools are there in the market. Oracle BPM, IBM BPM, Lombardi, Appian. Lot of BPM tools are there in the market. Then is Pega a good BPM tool? Number one in the market. Pega is the number one BPM tool in the market. Okay. We don't have a huge competition for Pega. Okay. People use Appian as an alternative to Pega in very small projects. Otherwise, Pega doesn't have a big competitor. We are undoubtedly the number one BPM tool ruling in the market today. Okay, no doubt about it. Okay, so what is BPM? It's just a methodology. Now, what exactly the full form of BPM? Business process management. What do you mean by business process management? See, in large industries, we have a lot of businesses. Let's take a banking industry. What do you have? You do loans processing. You have this accounts, savings account, this account, that account. You have accounts opening and all. Then you deal with this credit card, debit card kind of thing. You deal with the EMI calculation, getting the funds back from the customers who took the loans and all. You deal with a hell lot of things in a business, right? Not just one thing. If you take Amazon, they deal with AWS, they deal with Amazon Cloud, they deal with Alexa, they deal with Amazon website things, shopping, they deal with Amazon Prime. They have a hell lot of businesses. So how do they streamline their business? You have to streamline them, right? You have to make sure every business is flowing successfully. Okay, so how do you streamline them? So what we do is we will build some processes, small processes we build. What do you mean by processes? We just try to build a workflow for that. This is how a Prime membership to be taken. This is how a person should place an order in Amazon. This is the process for return pickup, refund, cancellation. This is the process for Amazon Cloud, like that. This is the process for AWS membership. So they build some small processes and they want to manage them successfully, efficiently. So how do they manage this business process? So we need tools like Pega to manage those business processes. Okay. Now, if you take the projects that we are covering in the training, I told we will do banking project. Now, banking project, which business we are managing? Claims business we are managing. So what do I do as a part of that project? I'm going to build some workflows. Okay. I will build end to end. When I get a ticket from the customer that his card was lost or hacked and money was withdrawn by somebody, what are the various steps that has to be taken by the bank to resolve this issue? We build a workflow so that for every new ticket the same workflow will be followed and we get maximum success ratio in this particular business process. Okay, because it is not only important to give loans to the customers and all, it is also equally important to serve the problems of the customers, right? So you give the card to him, now somebody has hacked it. Is it not your responsibility to take care of it? So we have to even take care of such kind of issues. Similarly, health insurance. Somebody has raised an insurance. If you solve that insurance ticket after 1 month, the person's surgery will be done, or he may or may not be alive as well. So giving insurance approval within 24 hours is a high priority. So you have to build a business process in such a way that it will automatically take a decision to approve, reject, copay, co-ratio or something. Within 24 hours we have to deliver the solution to the market. So like this, every industry will have lot of businesses, and we try to automate them, manage them, so that we get maximum success ratio. So in that cases we use these BPM tools. Pega is one such BPM tool and a leading BPM tool in the market. Okay, so BPM is nothing but just a methodology. It has some best practices, and because Pega follows those best practices, we call it as a BPM tool. Any questions so far, guys? What are BPM's best practice and all? I'll explain you. But so far, do you have any questions like what is PEGA, what is BPM, and all that? No, Kamundo, also it's not a
Hi
competition, as I
Nikhila, I am
told you.
Somnath.
Yes, Somnath, please.
Yeah, this BPM tool is a free tier for working purpose, or you have to pay any amount. You
Pega
will be
is a
using like
very,
RPA tool,
very,
no automation. Yeah.
yes, Pega is a very expensive tool. It's very expensive actually. Okay. But for your practice, you will get personal edition, which is free of cost. You can install on your machine and you can practice it. But for enterprise edition, it's very expensive. Anyways, companies will take care of the things.
Okay, fine. Okay. Thank you.
So Nikhila, so actually, so training starts from 5th of Jan, right?
Not 5th, Mohan. I said I will confirm you the date. Just allow
Okay,
me
okay,
some time. I'll confirm you.
okay.
Okay. And Kumar, answering to your question, Vodafone and Verizon are using Pega in, it can be Pega platform or Pega decisioning or Pega marketing. I don't know what they are using, but I was in Vodafone for Pega, core Pega. We used core Pega. I mean, like for training, I was there. For core Pega, I was there. Okay. And Anish, answering to your question, okay, I can connect you with my old batch people. You can see how they got offers, keeping this experience and all. Okay, you can talk to them how they went and everything. Okay, so this is about Pega and BPM. Let's go to the next screen. Okay, so what type of projects do you build on Pega? Do you build something like Amazon.in, Mintra, Facebook, Instagram, Citibank, HSBC? No, no, no. We don't build those kind of projects in Pega. Okay, so we only build projects which have a streamlined business process. We use Pega there. I told you, right? Pega is a very, very expensive tool. So if you're investing so much of money, okay, and you're bringing that tool, and if you're building something like, Instagram, or something like, a leave application, or something like a school admission application, or something like Swiggy, Zomato, Mintra, it doesn't make any sense. Why? When you invested so much money, you also expect a return on income, right? So you should use Pega in the places where, it is actually capable of. So we use Pega only in building projects which are intranet. Intranet means projects which are used within the company's network, not projects which you see on the web like google.com, Instagram, Amazon, Mintra. No, we don't use projects there. We only use projects where there is a huge business going on. So most of those projects are intranet, means within the company network we use. Let me give you an example. I go to visa office for getting my visa. Now, this visa employee will be using some application, and they will take my photo, they will take my footprint, I mean, like fingerprint, they will take my retina scan, they will do all that, and they may approve or they may reject my visa and do all those things. So, they use some application to process your visa, right? It is the intranet application. Why intranet? This person cannot open the application when he's sitting at home or when he's traveling in a metro. He can't open that application. He can work on that application only when he's connected to his company's network. So that is intranet. Now, why are you using Pega there? Because every day lakhs and lakhs of people apply for visa, and you have to approve it, reject it, or ask a query and do something. So there is a business process involved there. So it makes sense to use Pega there because you are driving a business process there. You're driving the business of visa there. So it makes sense. Similarly, insurance. Every day lakhs of people apply for insurance all over the world. So there's a huge business going on there. And if you take months and months to approve or reject and do all these things, you know it doesn't make any sense in giving insurance to the person, right? If he has to get surgery done in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, and you say, sorry, we need 5 working days to approve your insurance, then that doesn't make any sense. So we use Pega in the areas where we drive a huge business process. So insurance we use, banking we use, you know something like the visa application we use. Like these areas we use Pega. So banking, do I use Pega to build something like citibank.com where I log in, add a payee, make a fund transfer, look at my statement? No, we don't use Pega for that. It doesn't make any sense to use Pega there. What business you are driving there? Nothing. Just making a fund transfer, checking your transaction, requesting a checkbook. It doesn't make any sense. We use Pega to, where the clerks of the bank will be using the Pega application to approve your loan, to reject your loan. The clerk of a bank will be using the Pega application to take care of your, you know any banking transactions, maybe your credit card, debit card, all those things we use there. Okay, not something like, citibank.com where you make fund transfer, add a pay and all that. No. So Pega is should be used only in areas where you drive a huge business. Let me tell you where all I used Pega in my real time. As I told you, we used in banking, we used in healthcare for insurance. Then I used Pega in the payroll processing. Payroll processing, paying salaries to the employees. So I worked in a project where every month 15th, okay, automatically in my tool, in my Pega tool, some jobs used to run. They used to get data from Workday and different websites. They used to get data like what is the person's CTC, what how many paid leaves he have, how much extra bonus he has to get, how much hike, how many deductions, is there any full and final settlement. So for every single employee of the company, they will get all this data. They will calculate how much salary I have to pay this person this particular month, and they will generate an Excel sheet with all the employees and the package to be given to them in that particular month. So every month my Pega tool used to do that. If slightly anything goes wrong in the tool, my company will lose crores and crores of money, because wrong payment means they will sue you, right? If you pay less, they will sue you. If you pay more, it's a loss to the company. If you pay more, do you think the employee will come back and say, you paid extra to me, can you please take back the money? They will not do that, right? So it was a very critical project. So we used it in payroll. Then I used in the HR department. If you join a company and if you're not performing well, they will remove you from the company, right? So we used a project. We used Pega in a project where we will pull the list of employees who are not working properly, and we put them in the PIP, performance improvement plan, and we have discussions with the managers, HRs, and everything, and then we do the full and final settlement when we remove them from the company. So for that, it is called as it's what do you say, severance. This is called as severance. So we built a project which was used to do severance to the employee from the company. Then I used Pega in the legal department to capture the court proceedings and deal all those kind of things. Then for vehicle insurances we used Pega. Like this, we used Pega in various industries, and 99% of the projects are intranet, means employees of the company will use the project to process the business. So this is where you see majorly Pega being used. You will not see Pega projects mostly on the internet. Mostly, I don't say 100%. It's like mostly 90% we are intranet. 10% you will also see internet projects, because we used Pega in airways as well. In one of the airports, Pega was being used. Okay, so there are chances. Okay, but not most of the times we are intranet, because we want to drive the business. Okay, so mostly they are intranet. So any questions on this one, guys? So is the specific API in Pega? Lots of APIs, Raghav. We have lots of APIs in Pega. Pega also has a lot of frameworks as well. So there was a question in the chat. The personal edition versus the real-time editions, will there be any difference? No, there will not be any difference. Maximum, whatever you can want to practice, you can practice in the personal edition. Okay, there is nothing that I'm going to say, no, this is not possible in personal edition, nothing much like that. Okay, maximum 90% of the things you can practice in your personal edition. It's almost the same. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then let's resume. Now again, why Pega? So you may have a question, why only Pega, Nikhila? Why not something else? The answer is simple, guys. We all want automation, right? We all want automation. Everybody, even in your house, most of you are using, you have smart homes. Most of you use Alexa. Most of you use Siri, Google, UPIs. Everybody is getting doing automation, right? In your day-to-day life you are using all automated things. Similarly in the industry also, we want automation. If you take years and years, see, let's say for example, I'm a Pega developer and you are a Java developer. Some client reached you and me and they said, can you build this project? I said, I need 1 month for this, and you said you need 4 months for this. Obviously the client will come to me, because I am going to deliver the project in 1 month. He will obviously come to me undoubtedly, because if you take 4 months, he will lose 3 months of business, right? So everybody is moving towards automation, and Pega is a highly automated tool. You have lots of frameworks in Pega. Now what is a framework? Framework means like built-in project. Now what Pega does is, suppose Pega is having a lot of healthcare clients, lot of banking clients. Now, what PEGA does is PEGA will identify what are the common requirements of healthcare, what are the common requirements of banking, and PEGA has built a project. And now PEGA is selling those projects so that when somebody comes and says, "Hey, I want to buy PEGA for my banking application," then PEGA says, "Why do you want to build from the scratch? We have a built in project. Why don't you use it?" 70% of your time is saved. Just 30%, whatever customizations you want to do, you do and you use it. So, like the Pega also sells frameworks, nothing but built in projects. So, Pega is highly automated. They sell a lot of frameworks. Pega uses RPA, Pega uses artificial intelligence, Pega has cloud. So, Pega has its footprints in almost all the trending technologies in the market. Pega is a BPM tool. Pega is a CRM tool. CRM means customer relationship management. Okay. So Pega is almost everything that you need in today's world. So that is the reason everybody is moving towards Pega. Okay. And applications built on Pega are 8 times faster than Java based applications. Okay. And the best part is like, I can even hire a fresh graduate, train him from 3 months, and make him work on a Pega tool, than getting a 15 years experienced person, paying him 45 lakhs and 50 lakhs of package. Okay. I can get fresh graduates instead of, taking one 15 years person, I can take two or three fresh graduates for a lowest package and I can get it done. Because even a non-technical person can work on Pega and build a project on Pega. That easy Pega is. We don't need any coding knowledge. We save time, money, and effort. No need to debug because most of the things are inbuilt, right? Pega also offers cloud. You can do decision making in Pega. You can do, predictive analysis in Pega. So what not? Okay. So that is the reason everybody is moving towards Pega. Let me also tell you about the history of Pega. Many of you knew Pega only in the recent past, right? Maybe in the last 2 years, 3 years, you started hearing Pega. Okay. But Pega is in the market from a very long time. Most of you are not even born. Pega was in the market since 1980s. Okay. And the CEO is Ellen Teffler. He is a world chess champion. Okay. So he is the CEO of Pega. And the main goal of Pega is eliminate coding. They don't want people to code. That is their main goal. Just like us, we don't like coding. They want to eliminate coding. So that is the reason, we are in love with Pega. Okay. Their main goal is they want to eliminate coding. They want to build a software which can build applications on its own. So that is what they have done. Pega is a software or a tool which can build applications on its own, right? Most of the things are built in. You don't want a developer to sit and write code and debug and do all such things. Now, what are the versions of Pega available in the market? Oh, you have, let me tell you the versions of Pega we have. Oh, is it? Looks like okay. So there are various versions, guys. We started with Pega 5.5. Okay, after 5.5, we had 6, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.1, SP1, SP2, SP3, like the various flavors. Like Windows, you have different versions, right? The same way. 7, we had 7.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Till 7.7, we had Pega 7 version. Now, Pega 8 version is going in the market, and the latest version is 8.8, 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, so on till 8.8. So like this, you have multiple versions of Pega in the market, and right now everybody is using 8.x in the industry. 8.x means maybe 8.1, maybe 8.2, maybe 8.3, but something on 8. Everybody is on 8 in the market today. So if you're just trained on Pega 8, it is more than enough. Okay. Uh, Now BPM capabilities, we'll talk about it in the next session, guys. I don't want to overload you because it's like more than 1.5 hours we have been doing this. Now coming to the certifications in Pega. See, these are the various certifications you have. Depending on the path you have chosen, you have to do. If you're a developer, only first three certifications you have to do. CSA, SSA, LSA. Junior, senior, lead. If you're a BA, this one. Data scientist, this one. Marketing, decisioning, RPA. So different certifications for different roles. And you have to go in a sequence, guys. First CSA, then WSA, then LSA. These you can do whenever you want. Okay. And at least CSA is mandatory to call yourself a Pega person. Okay. Recruiters will not even pick your resume if you're not certified. Why is that so? Because client will not give you billing if you don't show me certified resources. Why is client not giving billing if you're not showing certified resources? Because PEGA doesn't give you software license if you don't show certified resources. So that is the reason it is mandatory to get certified in PEGA. And the earlier you get certified, the better it is. Okay. Now, any questions do you have? Okay. So one last slide I want to cover. One frequently asked question. Is your training going to help you in get a job in PEGA? Is one question I keep hearing. 100% yes. How? How is my training different from others? Okay, let me answer this question.
Hi, Nikhila. Sorry for interrupting you. So, even I have some experience in DevOps. So, how it is
Mhm.
going to will you teach how you're going to Pega is going to integrate with DevOps?
Okay, so Pega's integration with DevOps, I'm not going to cover because Pega and DevOps integration, you have to sit and do with DevOps team. I'm a Pega person. I'm not a DevOps person, but I use DevOps in real time for my deployment CI/CD and all. So how will you do that? I and DevOps team together sit and we do all the configurations. So I alone can't teach you that because I don't know what lies on the DevOps side. Okay. So all these things you will learn in real time when you sit with those teams and when you work with them.
Got it.
Okay. Now, let me also tell you how my training is going to help you in creating a job on Pega. See, as I always kept telling you, I have a huge IT experience. So I carry 17 years of IT experience. So this experience is going to have a huge impact in the training because whenever I speak or whenever I make you do something, I do it purely based on my real time experience. Whatever scenarios I'm teaching you, whatever examples I'm giving you, whatever real time issues I teach you, everything is purely based on my real time experience. Okay, so I'm not a person who learned Pega from somebody and coming and teaching you. Okay, I'm a person who have been living with Pega from the last 17 years. So day in and day out, my day starts only with looking at the Pega screen because at office I have to look at the Pega screens. In trainings I have to look at my Pega screens. I also do a lot of corporate trainings, right? So I'm living with it. So I know more about Pega than anybody, like most of the people I can say. So that's going to help you a lot in getting a job in Pega. And as I told you, I keep on attending regular interviews on Pega. I clear at least 3 interviews per week. So why do I do that? I'm not looking for any shift. I do that because I want to know what kind of questions are being asked in the market so that I can train them to my students to make sure that they can clear their interviews easily. So this is how my training is going to help you in clearing the interviews. Okay, so if you want to know more about my training, guys, I also request you to do check my Google reviews. Okay, so do check my reviews or my feedbacks from the people to understand about my training. So you can see most of my reviews are written like this by the people. They write paragraphs and very very big reviews I get. The reason is they are so happy with the training. They take so much time and they write the reviews. Okay, you can see most of the reviews are like this. Nobody writes it's good, it's nice. No, nobody writes like that. Everybody drafts it in a very huge and big messages because they are very happy with the output of the training, or it was like a life changing decision or a good decision for them. So you can go through my reviews to understand more about the success stories. Okay, so yeah, somebody wanted to share a success story, right? So can you do it now? Just want to hear the
Ni-
person with the name C.
Nikhil, I have a question before
Yes, please.
assisting.
Yes,
So,
Pallavi.
for this certification, how difficult are they? I mean, difficult.
So it is just 90 multiple choice questions with 60 minutes you have to write them. So CSA is pretty easy. It's almost like theory. CWSA requires a little bit of hands-on to understand the questions. But this training is going to help you in clearing the certifications.
Mhm. And do they offer any attempts? multiple attempts.
So per year you have 3 attempts. Okay. So you can write 3 times.
Okay.
You
That's
also
it.
get some kind of certification support from me. Just reach me offline. I'll tell you what kind of support.
Okay. For sure. I'll do.
Any other questions, guys? Yes, the person with the name C in the beginning of the session, you said you wanted to say some success story. Would you like to, please? Are you there?
Yes, Nikhila.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Chidvilas. Uh,
Yes,
uh,
Chidvilas.
Actually, one of my friend joined the course last year. So
Okay.
we are into non-IT since 10 years. He
Oh,
joined
okay.
course
Okay.
last year, and
Hmm.
after the course completion, in 2 months he got job in Morgan Stanley.
Hmm. Oh, that's good. That's good.
His
Okay.
package was 8 lakhs when he was working in non-IT. Uh,
Okay.
he got a package 14 lakhs in Morgan Stanley last year.
Oh, first of all, the package is too good. It's like almost 90% hike. Second thing is
Hmm.
like it's a good jump, right, from non-IT to IT, and that too in Morgan Stanley. See, Morgan Stanley is, it's like a retirement company. Working in banks is like retirement. You need to look for a shift because work-life balance, everything is very good. Oh, that's a very good news, Chaitanya. I don't know whether your friend shared me with me or not, but thanks for sharing. Okay, I
He
think this
is
answers.
also very weak in logical and communication also. But after joining training, he is very much satisfied with your training, and he worked hard and he got the job. And again, last month he shifted to on product based company. He got 20
Oh,
lakh
okay.
package. 20 lakh
Oh my
package
goodness.
with permanent work from home.
He didn't even tell me, yeah. This person, I don't know, they didn't even tell me that all this happened. It even makes me happy when somebody shares their success stories, because it even boosts me, saying, thinking that, okay, I'm doing something, worthy. Okay,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
do share success stories. I will also feel happy.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
since
Chaitanya, for
1 year he is
sharing this.
pushing me to join the course. Due to some
Okay,
reasons, I'm able to join. So
okay. But thank you so much, Chaitanya, for sharing this. And guys, this is not all scripted, okay? I didn't even know that Chaitanya, I know, is going to share all this. Okay, it's even some, for the first time I'm listening, and I don't know who is his friend, and that guy even didn't tell me all this. At least Chaitanya told me all this. Thanks, Chaitanya. Thank you so
actually,
much.
he's a shy guy. He won't share anything with others. So that is the problem.
Okay. Okay, if possible, please request him to share that so that I get to know who he is, and I will feel happy. And these success stories I use as a inspiration or a motivational messages for others. When people reach out to me like this, I'm from non-IT, can I learn? So I tell others, see guys, this is how people in the past got placed. So, even from my last batch, I had somebody called as Padmini. She was from a non-IT background, but the performance was extraordinary throughout the training. You will not believe it. She used to clear the doubts of the technical people. So still I remember her name because that good, she performed throughout the training. I'm just waiting for her to share the good news soon. Just telling you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So that's it for the demo. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, Nikhila, I have one question.
Okay.
After completing
Okay.
the course, those who have career gaps, where do they buy fake experiences?
Okay, Kiran, offline we will discuss because this is all getting recorded. I just don't want to discuss. Okay. Ping me on WhatsApp. I will talk about it.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the course content, right? This is the course content, guys. You can even find it on my website, okay? Even if you go to my website, you will find the course content. Just scroll down, okay? You will find the content here and my videos here. You will find it. Okay, you can go here and you can check the course content. And you can even see my training videos on my channel if you want to know, more about my training, about the complex topics and all that you can see. And in my YouTube shorts, you can see the success stories of the people who got placed after the training. Okay. And yeah, the content, as I told you, this is the content we are planning to cover, guys. Forget about the number of hours. That is for the corporate trainings. I display those number of hours. Okay. I will even share you this in the WhatsApp. You can even refer it, or you can even check on my website. This is CSA. This is CSSA. We are covering the same content I do for corporate trainings as well. So that is the reason number of hours are mentioned. You don't consider those number of hours. So basically, whatever is required for a developer with 8 to 10 years of experience in real time, everything we are going to cover as a part of the training. Okay. So as I told you, my end goal is you should never look for a job support. You should never look for a proxy. That's what I aim towards the end of the training. Abhinav, you can ping me on WhatsApp. I will answer your question. Okay. So any other queries, guys? Yes, this training is sufficient to complete the certifications. 100% you can complete the certification with this training. Yes, Kamal, you have some question, please.
Yes, Nikhila. So, like certification is chargeable, and I think for every attempt they charge some amount, right? So, just
Exactly.
want to know, yeah, just want to know what is the frequency like the person who is attempting this training and they are clearing the certification on single attempt or multiple attempt they are required. What is the frequency into this?
Everybody's, most of them are clearing in single attempt only because we have some sources or some support we get to clear the certification. We find dumps in the market, and there are other things also available. We'll discuss offline. Okay. So
Yeah,
people
yeah,
try to
sure, sure,
cover it,
Nikhila.
clear it in one attempt only. Okay. I will discuss that in
So,
WhatsApp. I just don't want to do it here. Okay.
Nikhila,
Sure.
And
after this
the
training, we
certification
can.
fee is, one second, certification fee is $206, which means approximately 17,600, depends on the dollar rate.
Okay.
Yes, Mohan, please go ahead.
Yeah, this will help us in clearing CSA and CSSA after certification, right?
Yes, no, undoubtedly it will help you to clear the CSA and CWSA things.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Kamal, you have something again?
Yeah,
Okay.
pardon?
Yes. Do you have anything? I think you have raised your hand again.
No,
No?
not no, not no,
Okay,
not
okay.
no.
I saw the old one, I think. Okay, so this is about the training, guys. Okay, so if you have no questions, that's it for the day. Okay, we can wrap up here. Any other questions, you can always reach me on WhatsApp, and you will be a part of the WhatsApp group once you enroll for the training. So any questions you can always ask in the group. You'll always get instant support from me. Okay. And I didn't show you the video of job assistance, I think, right? So you can see this, this is how you keep getting opportunities from me. I keep posting it. Okay. I keep on sending whatever opportunities I get to know, I keep on sending like this. Now, you need not rely only on this because big companies don't always reach out to me, or I don't get. So somebody got placed in Morgan, as you just heard, or somebody got placed in product based company. So those things you have to try outside. Try from LinkedIn, try from Naukri. Keep trying. Whatever I get, maybe I will get only few companies. Okay, but you can try other companies outside as well. But this is how you keep on getting updates from me. Okay, so this is how you keep getting job assistance from my side. Whatever opportunities I find, I keep sending you like this. Okay. No, if you already cleared CSA, no need to do it in 8. It's not mandatory. Okay, once you're certified, you're certified. If you want to upgrade the version, do it, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so thank you so much for joining the demo, guys. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I wish you all a happy Christmas. Any other questions, please feel free to reach me on WhatsApp. Okay.
Thank you.